Welcome to Echoes from the Heart, Sunday homilies at Immaculate Heart of Mary Parish. Today's message reflects on a moment in the Gospel that is shocking, bold, and deeply revealing. Jesus clearing the temple. Let's take a closer look at what is really happening. When we picture the scene of Jesus in the temple, we often imagine him storming in, turning over tables, and shouting at the money changers. It's a dramatic moment, one that stands out from his usual gentleness and compassion. For many of us, the instinctive reaction is, well, good for him. They were desecrating the holy place. Someone needed to clean it up. But this gospel is not quite as simple as it first appears. I found myself asking a question this week. What exactly was so wrong about what they were doing? After all, buying and selling animals for sacrifice was normal at the time. It was part of the religious system. Money changers had a practical role, exchanging foreign coins into temple currency so people could make offerings. On the surface, it all seemed ordinary, business as usual. So why does Jesus react so strongly? Why does he drive them out? Here's the answer that struck me. Because the ordinary had become distorted. The necessary had become excessive. And what was once meant to help people encounter God had slowly turned into a barrier between them and God. Over time, little compromises piled up. Just a small fee here, a little profit there. A few more tables, a few more animals. And before long, the temple courtyard, the sacred space for the nations to pray, looked more like a noisy marketplace than a place of worship. Jesus wasn't angry at commerce. He was angry at distraction. He was angry that people came to the temple and couldn't find God at the center anymore. And that's where the message becomes deeply personal for us, because the same thing can happen in our hearts. Our hearts, our inner temples, get cluttered too, not with animals and coins, but with noise, worries, busyness, endless tasks, and sometimes small compromises that accumulate until our spiritual life feels crowded and noisy. Sometimes we need Jesus to walk into the temple of our hearts and start clearing things out. We often imagine Jesus as gentle, and he is. But love sometimes requires boldness. Love sometimes has to flip a few tables. If you've ever felt God stirring something inside you, a restlessness, a tug on your conscience, a sense that something in your life needs to change, that may be Jesus clearing your temple, not in anger, but in mercy. The question we might ask this week is simple. What is Jesus trying to clear from my heart? What noise, what attachment, what habit, what fear is blocking my prayer, blocking my peace, blocking my closeness to him? And when he clears those things out, when we let him flip the tables, something beautiful happens. We see God again. We hear him again. We pray with freshness. We feel lighter. We remember who we are. Jesus clears the temple, not to destroy it, but to restore its purpose. And he does the same for us. Thank you for listening to Echoes from the Heart. If this reflection blessed you, consider sharing it with someone who might need a word of hope today. For Mass times, parish events, and upcoming programs, visit ihmwaynenj.org. God bless you, and may your week be filled with peace and grace.